Hey, welcome back to another Netcast. I'm Rich Lopez, Quantrix Authority. Sincerely appreciate you joining me today for episode number 44, where I'm going to be continuing on the story of meal planning from episode number 43. As I mentioned in episode number 43, I'm a scoutmaster for a troop of boys up here in North Idaho, and this summer we are going to go on an amazing backpacking trip and build boys into men and build character. We're all really excited about it. We've been planning on this since January, and we're now formulating our meal plan, and we need to create a shopping list. So we had a meal plan here where we had a list of food, which I showed you in episode 43, and then what I did is I went ahead, using some awesome power of Quantrix Modeler, I went ahead and created a schedule that looks really pretty and is easy to read here. Well, now what I need to do is I need to create a shopping list of all these items. Some of these items are listed at multiple times, like Tang and so on, by day. And what I want to do is I want to create a unique items list and how many we should be buying. So in order for this to happen, I need to know how many young men and adults we're going to have going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new matrix, and I'm going to call this the patrols matrix. You could call it the attendees matrix, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to call this patrol here, and I'm going to have this be patrol 1, patrol 2, and then I want to change this one to adult, adult, A-D-U-L-T 1, and adult 2, okay? And I want to have a name, probably up here, of who's attending. And then I'm going to, because some of the adults aren't able to make it the entire week due to work, and the beauty of that, we're going to bring in day, and we're going to bring in meal, because that's what we're really planning for, is our daily meals, right? And once I do that, I'm then going to add I believe another item here, because I think I actually deleted name, and I shouldn't have. And I'm going to say that this is name, okay? And we can just change this to 1, 2, 3, 4. I think at most we're going to have 5 within a patrol. And I'm going to say that in Patrol 1 on Monday, there is going to be, there's going to be Troy, Jackson, and Casey, okay? And I'm going to just pause the video and fill this out. So I've gone ahead and I filled out all the patrols by day, what souls I expect to see attending lunch and dinner, and who we need to buy for, okay? One thing to note, that most of them are consistent except for on the adults. We have an adult coming a little bit later on Wednesday that is not going to be there on Tuesday. So I want to get a count here, and how I go ahead and get a count by day, by meal, of all these individuals is pretty simple. I simply go to name here, and I click on the summary item, and I'm actually not going to do a sum summary. I want to click on name again, and I'm going to do a count A. You can see that now, let me remove that one, there's 3 souls here. That's what we expect to see throughout, except for here with the adult patrol, we expect to see 3 up until about Wednesday, then we're going to see 4. Okay, so I filled out my patrols matrix. Now what I want to do is I want to go back to my list, and I want to say, okay, how many are we going to need to feed? So we'll call this people, okay? And this is pretty simple here. What we're going to do is we're simply going to go equals sum of the count, okay, using this item as the day, where are we at, okay, comma, next line, the meal as, let's go here, as the meal here. Once I do that, I can see that I'm planning on feeding 10 people most of the time until, about Thursday, then it kicks up to 11, okay? So that seems to be working just right for me. So really excited about that. And what I then need to do is I need to say, okay, if I have 10 people, really what's my quantity that I need to buy? So I'm going to say buy, and this is really a simple formula, which is equal to people times my quantity, okay? So I have this, again, this data matrix, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I am going to create a data link, create data link. I'm going to do this from a two-dimensional data source. Okay. And I'm going to use list, and C is going to be my category. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this be a multi-dimensional table. I'm going to clear all, and I'm going to have item be the category, and then I'm going to have by be an item that I do a summary on, and then unit of measure, I also want that to be a kind of to serve as a descriptor. Once I go ahead and I click finish here, you can see that I now have a shopping list of how much I need to buy of each item. I'm going to continue this model on and show you how else I've used Quantrix to help me prepare for this awesome backpacking trip I'm taking the Boy Scouts on. Please join me again for another episode where I'm going to wrap this up and show you again some more of the powerful functionality for Quantrix outside your day job. If you have any questions about Quantrix, feel free to reach out to me at quantrixauthority@gmail.com. I absolutely love Quantrix, and I hope to see you again soon.